Hello, this is Tim Perfect from Twocanoes Software, and I want to talk to you a bit about using RFID tags to trigger events, which is kind of something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I haven't had a chance to play around with. So I was in Microcenter the other day, or yesterday, and I saw they had these RFID tags. So you can get 5 RFID tags for $3.99, which seemed like a good deal. And the new iPhones have NFC enabled, and Shortcuts is able to trigger events based on tapping an RFID tag. So I was at Micro Center. I'm like, hey, I want to see if these will actually work. So I went in, I opened up Shortcuts in iOS, and I went under Automation and hit Create Personal Automation. And there's an NFC option, so I hit NFC, and I just hit Scan, and then I tapped and saw, did this actually work? And you can see it comes up and says name this tag. So I'm like, hey, it does work. I'm going to go ahead and buy these. So I dropped $3.99 plus tax on them to see what would happen, and started playing around with the automation. So the first thing I did was I took out one of these tags. I did scan. I held it up against it. I named it, and I'll call this tag 1. And then I said, okay, I want to actually do something. And the first thing I did is I had a very simple action, which is vibrate. So it would vibrate my phone whenever I tapped it, just to see if it would work. So I did this. I'm going to turn off the option to ask because I just want it to run. Then I hit done. And now when I tap it against the tag, it went ahead and ran it. My phone vibrated, and I see I get this notification. So I'm like, hey, that works really well. What else could I use to automate it? And so one of the problems I had is that we have our holiday lights. They come on and off. We have them on a schedule, but sometimes I want to turn them off and on manually. And you got to climb underneath and press the button, all that kind of stuff. So I went out to Apple, and I got the Apple retail store, and I got this WeMo Mini Wi-Fi Smart Plug. So I have it right here. I plugged it in already, and I added it into HomeKit. It's relatively easy. You just plug it in, you scan the code, and it's in HomeKit. And I have my holiday lights here, so I want to be able to trigger them without having to climb underneath things to be able to do it. So what's nice about this WeMo plug is if you plug it in, you have a manual switch that turns it on and off. But I also have the ability to go into the home on iOS and be able to turn it on and off this way through the app. But that's a lot of work. You got to open up an app, be able to find it, press it, and be able to do that. What I really like to do is just be able to tap this RFID tag and have it automatically run a workflow to turn this on and off instead of just vibrating the phone. So I set that up, and it works pretty well. There's one little trick. You do have to do a little bit of logic in it to be able to do it because I couldn't find a way to just toggle the lights on and off using what is this? Shortcuts. Shortcuts, is that right? Let me see. Yeah, Shortcuts. I don't know why I forgot the name. But anyways, so now we go back into this shortcut, and instead of just having it vibrate the phone, we want it to do a little bit more. We want to actually turn the lights on and off. So I'll go and send, instead of vibrate the device, I'll go into the logic under scripting, and I'll choose if. And input is a home accessory, and I'll say if this plug is on, I want to turn it off. Otherwise, I want to turn it on. So I hit plus, and I'll go into the apps, home, control my home, and set scene, and I want to turn this one off. Okay, so now if the plug is on, I want to set it off. Otherwise, I want to turn it on. So I hit plus again and control my home, and I'll say turn this plug on. Okay, so if it's on, turns it off. If it's off, it turns it on, and I'll hit play to just test it. Then my lights are on. Then I test it again, and then my lights go off. So that's great. So I'm done. So now the idea is that if I just touch it to this tag, bam, my lights go on. That's beautiful. And if I touch it again, the lights go off. So I did, you can do this when you're at the home screen. So I go to the home screen and just tap it. There, my lights are on. And then tap it again. There we go. The lights turn off. One thing I did notice that if the phone is completely turned off, it doesn't seem to work. But it's great now if I have my phone just in my pocket, I can just press the button to turn it on and hold it against the tag. Then the lights go on. And then do the same thing. There we go. Turns it off. So the idea that you can use this RFID tag to control the state of the holiday lights is a lot of fun. It's kind of neat. So, anyways, that's the little project I worked on today. So please feel free to give me a comment or subscribe, or if you or have any questions of the project, please let me know. And please check back for more videos later on.